Hello lovely people, in this video we're going to do something very fun because I have a tablet that's outside of the car and a water hose. So the plan for this, it's not necessarily this video, for this week's project is to finally do the roof, because now the roof is untreated. This is the only thing that is left from the whole car to treat. Well, apart from the wheel wells and the dash, I guess, because everything else is treated. The sides are treated. This is treated. Doors are done. Oh, the bonnet as well. I will need to do that as well. But today I want to start doing the roof. So my roof is hideous. Is seriously very dirty and not nice looking at all. So I bought some headliner. So at the same time, when we're going to remove the headliner, we're going to replace this fabric for black and brand new. We're going to put 4mm Vibrofiltr sound deadener. We're going to put open cell foam, and while treating all of that, I want to see what kind of impact does it have. So the problem is that you cannot really measure the impact of the roof treatment because there's no way. The only way is to have a sound source that's coming from the top. What's coming from the top? Rain. And you can see it's a lovely sunny day. It's not gonna rain, and I will not wait for rain. So my reference for before and after is gonna be artificial rain. I have a microphone in the car, in the center console, just over there. I want to be in the center, so that will be in the center of the car, not somewhere on the side, because if you're gonna put it somewhere on the side here, there might be some noise coming through the windows or something, but in the middle of the car, is going to be equal distance from everywhere. So what I'm going to try to do is to make a measurement, an RTA measurement of, actually we can do it now. First measurement is literally just the floor noise of the microphone inside the car when nothing is playing. So this is something buzzing in the car because the ignition is on. But this is our floor noise with nothing. So I'm going to capture that. The second reference will be me watering the car, literally. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you, but it's gonna go up like this and it's gonna be raining. It's not much, but it is a bit of a rain. So we're gonna see, because I cannot do it with one hand, film, do this and take the measurement. Or maybe I'm gonna try, I don't know, a jet that's gonna go much higher. Oh! Yeah, it's raining on me and on the tablet. That's why I have a long cable that's coming through here. So basically I'm going to try to find a combination of something that makes the most noise in the cabin that I can capture with RTA, and we're going to have that as a reference before measurement, and we're going to do exactly the same after everything is going to be treated and done. The other thing that I need to do is going to be just a simple sweep. So measure, I have the tablet connected to the head unit. It's gonna have to be minus 30 dBFS, because anything higher than that, I have distortion because the microphone is clipping. So I'm gonna start. It's a very quick sweep, just 5 seconds. There we go. So we have a frequency response from 20 something all the way up to, like, I measured up to 500. So this is stationary mic in the center console. That's why it's not the same as if it would be from the driver's seat. Now, one note, the infinite baffle subwoofers, they are connected and they are working. Why I don't have that extension down to 10 Hertz, not sure. Maybe different amplifier. I'm not going to go into details why that's happening, but this is my frequency response. If I'm going to go to distortion, this is my distortion. You can see everything 1%. So this is the level SPL. It's peaking at 105 dB and it's gradually going down because I'm measuring only up to 500. I'm not interested in all of this. We have our distortion, we have our impulse, and we have our waterfall. In the waterfall, we can see, I'm going to show you later on with a screen grab, we have a lot of ringing at 25 Hertz and a little bit of ringing here and a little bit of here. And what we want to see is any potential improvement in this after the sound treatment. Let me do the rain and let's see if we can capture anything. Okay, everything is dripping. I did manage to capture it. current, let's have a look. SPL, obviously the noise, there we go. Yes, we can see definitely. So the blue line is our floor noise in the car when there's quiet, and here we have all the range. So you can see the range starts from about 100 something, and we have all of this noise that is quite a substantial difference. So like from 0, yeah, that's like 45 dB difference. So it is measurable, even if it's not like a hail, but it's still measurable as noise, and we will want to see a reduction in that. And finally, I don't know how it's gonna go through the camera, but it's just a simple typical knock test. So this is before. I can feel there's a brace in there, because this is, yeah, you can see. So again, before, and we will be able to see if there's going to be a difference after. This is the brace here, because it doesn't go down, and here we have exactly the same. On wet surface it's even more visible. So cool. This project is gonna take me quite a few days, because I just came back after work and I want to start doing that. So today's goal for me was to take these few measurements, and I'm gonna start disassembling everything. I'm not gonna do a time lapse because I don't know, I don't like time lapses, and I feel that it is a bit of a boring. So I'm gonna try to take my time without setting any cameras or anything, and try to do as much as I can today, and I'm gonna update you when I'm gonna have some progress. Wish me luck. Okay, first place, I'm already stuck, so I removed only this plain roof. These things, they're supposed to be a screw. There is no screw. I have no idea how to remove this. So now I need to Google and to figure out how to remove this bloody handle. YouTube to the rescue. So apparently these bloody things, they have clips. They're not screws. What you have to do, you have to go from inside, and using 2 screwdrivers, flathead screwdrivers, compress that clip, and then it comes out. Like, wow. If it wouldn't be for YouTube, I would be stuck here for hours. Okay, so this was a pain in the man. These clips, one of them horizontal, one vertical. You have to put your come on, screwdriver like this, from one side, from the other one, then from that. Man, thank you to people on YouTube that actually are doing like those 2-minute instructional videos, like how to remove this, how to remove that. Without that, I would be stuck, seriously. So that's the only thing left. And then this one thing that is kind of nice, that this whole thing, it has 2 bolts here that are bolted to the actual roof. So you can see the headline is holding on it. So now I know when I'm going to be doing this, because I will put some foam and stuff. It doesn't rattle, it doesn't buzz anything, but I just want to prevent anything possible, and I want to do it once. So after painting it, I know that this is not going to be rattling because it's actually bolted. Does anybody know why there is an airbag label here on the side, but there's no airbag? But the good thing is that almost every panel in this car is fixed with bolts into the actual frame. So yeah, I like it. It's much better than the Vauxhall that I had before, because Vauxhall, everything is on clips, but this looks like everything is bolted proper. Ah, yes, airbag is on the top. Ah, okay. Now I can feel it. Okay, just ignore me. Okay, I think we're ready. It looks like nothing else is holding anything in place. These are just spare parts, because the only thing that's holding it in place is the rubbers around. But yeah, this is coming out, that's coming out. I think that's it. I think we can, yeah, you can see it's super dirty and everything. So in regards to the space, yeah, there's not much. I think, yeah, the foam is gonna go there, it should be fine. Okay, let's remove it. I'm trying to remove it. It's not going anywhere because there's some clips. I can feel here. I can feel one clip here, and probably there is another one. And do you pull? Do you push? No idea. Okay, let's go to YouTube again and try to find out. Whoops. Yeah, and I still have no idea how to remove this bloody clip, so I need to figure out, because I don't want to break it, but it will need gluing back on. Come on. Yeah, but it will come out now. And it's out. So it does have a few places where we do have these standoffs, and these standoffs I would imagine is the height that we have only, and it's going to be perfect because we have 4 mil of deadener and a little bit of foam that can be squashed. It's going to be fine. You can see it is filthy. It's supposed to be gray, but it's horrible. So let's have a look what we have inside. What are we working with? Ooh, okay, so it does have something. These little thingies that we had exactly the same in there when I removed everything. So it does have some kind of a sound treatment from the factory, but you can see two plain big sheets. This sheet and this sheet. You have all the airbags, airbag curtains all the way on the side. So I have to be very careful and not to put literally anything on these sides. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them as they are. I'm not gonna even touch them at all. I'm gonna treat just, can we go in there? That is not flexing. So I thought maybe to put butyl rope in there, but I think it's kind of pointless. This is bonded to the roof. Yeah, that's bonded, so I cannot put anything in there as well. There's nothing potentially rattling or anything. So now the only thing I need to remove is these, and I guarantee they are not gonna come out without a fight. Ah, man. What I want to do now, because now I removed this as much as I can. I left everything as it is. This is this. Look. talk about ringing. So I have the microphone exactly the same place. I took the noise measurement and I took the sweep. Based on the sweep, there is much more energy here. Between 20 and 30 it's ringing. Like before it was just one peak here, but now it has this. So basically there's much more ringing in 20 to 30 hertz region. Now I'm gonna do the same with my little shower. Okay, so question is, drippy drippy drippy, do we have more noise or not? Let's go down. Yes. So this orange, you can see like almost 10 dB more noise coming through the roof. So even with no deadener, but just this one and the roof liner, everything was reduced by 10 dB. So now I'm very, very interested to see how much noise we're going to reduce by actually deadening it. So this, I'm going to leave it for the next day because it's already evening. I'm going to try to peel this one off because, I don't know, for now it peels off very nice. If it will continue to do that, not sure. But I'm going to try to peel this off. First of all, actually, I need to double check if I have the correct size for it. Yes, it does fit perfectly. It's dark, so that's why this black looks like gray, but it's black. I do have some spare as well. Into the sides and to the back front is fine. I bought this on AliExpress. I paid 29 pounds. And however it's gonna end up, I'm gonna be much more happier than with this. Now I'm happy about this headliner because there's not really difficult shapes. I think it's gonna lay down very, very nice, and I think I will be able to do it alone by myself because I really don't have anyone to ask for help unless my neighbor, but I don't want to bother him. Like, this part is not that big of an indent, so I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave the car for tomorrow. I'm gonna drive to work with nothing because I still have 2 work days. Man, it's gonna be so, I can feel how echoey it is right now, just sitting in it. Man, on a motorway is gonna be horrible, I guarantee, but it's gonna be interesting to see. And these are gonna take ages to remove. That's why I wanna leave it for the next day because today I don't have any time. I'm gonna do the headliner today as much as I can. Maybe I'm gonna finish everything with a headliner. I ordered some headliner glue already. That's gonna come tomorrow, next day delivery. If it's gonna deliver when I'm not gonna be home. And yeah, we're gonna do the headliner and then the rest. To be fair, it's coming off easier than expected. Now there is a bit of a dilemma because you can see this, the headliner with the foam, yeah? Under that, there's this white fuzzy layer. And if I'm gonna remove this, it comes off, but then I have only this left, which doesn't have a lot of strength. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it. I don't know what to do. I made a few posts on Facebook just to ask people. This I'm gonna remove, but this white, I think I'm gonna leave it because it is very, very strong. And this foam was stuck directly to this. So I don't know. That's the headliner off. Still have this fuzzy stuff. So in the beginning I thought to leave it, but then somebody on Facebook as well said that it's not gonna stick, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna go until the actual fiberglass hopefully is gonna be sturdy still, and yeah, I'm just gonna remove it. It will take a while, but bit by bit, slowly, just like that, I'm gonna get there. Man, my fingers are hurting. Yeah, close to 11. This, I'm trying to make it a bit more flatter. I read in the note that the seller left that you can iron it and all the creases are gonna go away. Ah, it's taking ages. Oh man, I'm tired. So all of this, I have a little bit over there left. A little bit of fuzz in the corners here, but like 95% of this is done. 11 past. I need to go to sleep because tomorrow I need to go to work. One thing that I realized, this is glass fibers. So I'm gonna be itchy for a couple of days probably because I couldn't use any gloves because with gloves you cannot feel anything. So yeah, off to sleep, and I'm gonna continue tomorrow after work. Okay, this is another day. I just came back from work, had dinner and everything. So already did these. Yesterday I washed them because they were super dirty because I want everything to be black and I'm not gonna look for black parts. I did mess up in one place over there, but all the other things look amazing, look great. It's just very cheap spray paint. I'm not too worried about the quality of the finish or anything because I'm not gonna, like, I never touched a handle in the car ever, and it's just gonna be for show, just to be black to match black headliner. These I'm gonna keep them because I'm planning to put them like here in the gaps as much as I can, just to fill them, I don't know, squeeze into everything so that I wouldn't have to use any of my material, because it is a good material. It's just, instead of binning it, I'm gonna use it. But now the rest of the evening I'm gonna spend trying to take this off, because today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is my last day in work. So tomorrow after work, I would like to apply the CLD and the foam, because on Thursday, this car is gonna go to the garage because it has an oil leak and it has a leak in injector. So we need to sort that out. And while this car is gonna be in the garage for the day or two, I'm gonna do the headliner at home. So now, man, I'm really not looking forward to this. I'm gonna get a heat gun and I'm gonna start peeling this off. Somebody suggested to use brake cleaner. I might try, I don't know, because yeah, we'll see how it's gonna go. Okay, looks like I found a technique that it works. So I have a little plastic spudger for removing a phone screen and basically add some heat. And then with a spudger, like that, it comes off. So yeah, I did only this. Still have that corner to do and the whole of the front. But slowly, it's going. Oh man, I would really like to go to sleep today earlier, but not sure how it's gonna go. So I did manage to remove all that stuff over there. There we go. You can see it's already dark. So now I have just glue residue left. So somebody suggested brake cleaner. Okay, let me try to do it with the brake cleaner. And my plans to go to sleep early, as always, didn't work out, but everything is clean. So I did use the brake cleaner and I'm a bit high now because of the fumes. I try to be as low as possible, but it still stinks like hell. So today is done. Just tidy up a little bit, and I'm gonna do the deadening tomorrow after I return from work. Oh man, tired. Okay, I returned from work. I just got this one because it was in my sound treatment box. Do you have a box just for sound treatment in your home? I do. I have some foam, which is this Vibrofiltr, nice little thingy. I bought some more because I knew that I will need more. I do have some deadener, so I will be using, not this one, I'll be using this good stuff, the 4mm Vibrofiltr. I do have, I think it should be like 8 sheets. I think it's gonna be enough for the whole roof, because now, man, it's like when I was driving, it was like literally a tin can. There's no wind noise, no nothing, but even when you shut the door, you can hear like ding. Okay, so I'm gonna go eat another sandwich because I'm still hungry. And we're gonna do this 1/2. Almost done. I just need to do that corner, but it's already a big difference. So you have this one and this one, and even the bending, look, very light pressure. You can see on the reflection how it's going, and this one is not as much. So yeah, after the foam goes in, it's gonna be even a bigger difference, man. Like, I thought it's gonna be easy, and it is easy in a way, but when you need to use the roller and you need to do on the top, your arms get tired so fast. Oh my goodness, what a difference after this is done. I do apologize for the noise. My neighbor is painting another car. Yeah, all of this is done. Put some in the front, put some in the back. I did that beam as well, just because why not? And from all the Vibrofiltr for the 4mm, I have this much left. That's it. No more 4mm left, but the difference is huge. So what I want to do now is I want to take another measurement of the artificial rain and the sweep, and then I'm going to take another one with the foam and another one with the headliner. Let me bring my stuff and let's do a measurement. So this is a measurement where we had bare metal in orange, and now with the deadener only in purple. Now the factory without the deadener but with a headliner, we had something in between. So only the deadener with no foam and no headliner reduced the rain noise by what, 6-7 dB in places. At the high frequency is not that much, but like, I'm going to remove the bare metal. So this is how it was factory, and now it is how with the deadener. Now I'm going to put this open cell foam all over the top, and we're gonna measure again. Okay, it is a little bit dark, but man, this phone doesn't want to film in the dark at all. Man, it looks so good. Like this foam, I have a hate and love relationship with this foam because I love it so much because it feels so good, but it's so bloody sticky. You're gonna stick it to anything, you won't be able to unstick it. So you have to be very careful when peeling and sticking it. And if you didn't follow, this is the Vibrofiltr stuff. I used it in the doors and the door panels. I used it on the floor. I didn't use it in the boot yet, but I love this thing. So now with the foam, I think it's gonna be even better. Let's take another measurement. Okay, so I did another quick measurement, and this is the blue one is only the deadener, and the red one is the extra added foam. So we can see that up to probably 300. The foam doesn't do anything. Yeah, below that. Above 300, it does reduce. You can see here probably like 3 dB. This is 5 dB, another 3 dB, and 2 dB at the higher frequencies. So it does work. It's only on the higher frequencies. And now the only thing that's left is to put the actual headliner. However, again, it's evening. I had 3 days with very little sleep. So what I need to do now is to go to sleep, rest well, and I'm gonna take this car tomorrow to the garage as I mentioned, and I will be working on the headliner itself. Yeah, those guys are having a party. Again, second day in a row. So I need to remove just remnants of the fluff, and then I will be able to glue on the actual headliner. Yeah, it's already dark, it's evening, that's why you cannot see anything. But tomorrow I'm gonna continue. Today, tidy up, and that's it. But I love this. Let me just shut the door because it's coming through the door. Man, such a huge difference. Like, yeah, massive difference. Very happy with this. Not sure how, if I will be able to hear anything, how it sounds any different, but I think it was worth it. I'm not gonna go too crazy in all the little like corners and everything because I don't think it's gonna do anything, because the main goal was to treat the whole flat panel. That's it. Tidy up. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, day whichever that is. So today you can see the car is not there. That's the oil leak that I had. I'm gonna clean it up, but the car is in the garage. So today I want to finish up with all these small little pieces. These have 2 coats of the paint, and it looks very nice. I love it. I just needed to spray paint the sides a bit more so that when you put the piece in, the white sides wouldn't show up. So this is fine. I need to pay more attention to these handles just to make sure that, yeah, you undo like this and then spray paint, especially these, the ones, yeah, see, all of that needs to be done. So it's gonna be 3-4 layers on this. Now for these parts, I took them out before I took the car to the garage so I could work on them. These are the side pieces, the trims. And the only thing I need to do is put some deadener there and maybe some foam, and then we're gonna treat the actual metal as well. All of these silver ones, these are the sides like this, on the side where the seatbelt goes. This is in the very back, and the sun visors. All of these white parts, I need to wash this and disassemble. All of these white parts, I'm not going to paint them. I'm going to wrap them in this fake Alcantara that I use for the A-pillars. So it's going to be the same material all the way around. These pieces will be very easy to wrap. These, I think I'm going to wrap the outside, and this inside I might paint because it has to go up and down, so I'm not sure how the material is gonna go there. And these, I would want to wrap it, but I'm not sure how it's gonna end up looking. But yeah, we'll see, because I don't drive with the visors down, almost never. So the only thing I need to make sure that this piece looks good when it's like this on the roof. So yeah, let me wash that, spray paint, do this, and I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, I took this part apart. It has 4 different parts. The main this that goes in there, and this. So I want to wrap this because it's gonna be outside. Since this is moving inside, I won't have any space to wrap it. So this is gonna be painted. This is gonna be painted, spray paint. This is gonna be spray paint as well, so that I would still have these letters. And what I need to do now is there's this hook. So I want to remove these 3 hot welds, and then remove the hook, paint the hook, wrap it around, and put it back, paint it. So I have this, and see how it's gonna go. Hey, went better than expected. Drilled a bit and remove it. So now I can do these parts. I hope I didn't miss any little bits, because this is my last spray paint. I don't have any more of it. I finished 3 cans on these little pieces, but I think I got everything properly. So now I'm just gonna wait until it's gonna dry, and this is gonna be fine. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start wrapping and see how it goes. Should be easy because these parts are very flat. Okay, I'm wrapping, having a quick lunch break. This is an abomination, but I thought I'm gonna try it. Loaded cheeseburger pizza. It's not good. However, it tastes better than McDonald's. So I'm wrapping these. I made a mistake on this corner. So I trimmed it like from the top like this, and I was supposed to trim it from the bottom like this. But hopefully it won't be able to see. This is going to be like this. So unless you're going to look from the bottom, only then you'll see this white piece. But otherwise, I really like this material, so I did cut out this for the hook, this for the airbag symbol. The top is going to be a headliner, and I'm in the middle of doing this. So I did the sides You can see I'll trim like that, and then just trim that, all of that. This is going to be very cool. Like, I really, really love this material for the ease of work, and it sticks so good. Even like this corner, you can see it is stretched a little bit, but it's not unsticking. So the glue is super, super tacky. I really like how it looks like. So these two. Now, while it's hot, I'm gonna eat this abomination. Don't buy this. It seemed very quirky because you can see these things when people make fun of America, but there you go. We have this in the UK as well. So as stretchy this material as it is, it won't find there. However, this corner you can see it's very, very bent. I was not able to do it any better than this. So here, up until here probably, we have the rubber, the rubber trim that goes around the door, because it goes like that. So I will cover these little triangles, and I think it's gonna be fine because this material masks very good when it's on top of itself. But yeah, I like it. I really, really like it. And there we go. This is exactly what I mean. You can see it a little bit, but from far away it's fine because it has black backing, so there's nothing visible. While I'm working on this, there you go. I know you love this guy, so I'm just gonna show it to you because he's a bit dirty. He went somewhere, came back, ate, and now he's gonna watch what I'm doing. What do you see? There's nothing there. He's gonna watch how I'm working, and probably he's gonna ask for a second lunch as well. Okay, the last pieces are the sun visors. So I did spray paint black all of this. I know it's gonna rub off, but it's gonna be fine. This one works black. So what I want is to have this one totally covered, and from the inside I'm not too worried because it's gonna be up all the time, and this you won't be able to see anyway. There we go, one is done. From the other side is horrible because I did all the patches, but you're not gonna see it anyway, so I didn't even try. So these corners are a bit not that nice, but if you're not gonna be looking too much, I think it's gonna be fine. Since it was a little bit rainy outside, I had to take everything in. Wife is not home, little one is not home, so I can have all my mess. So all of these pieces are done. Everything is trimmed from these. Everything is painted. So I think now we can start with a headline. I just need to finish up to remove a little bit of few of these corners, and then we can start gluing. I bought this one. Trim fix adhesive, high temperature, vehicle interior, headlining and carpet, so it should be perfect for that. I cannot do anything more with my fingers because nothing comes off. It's very difficult. So it's time to bring the big guns. Update, the big guns are not working. So I made accidentally a little gouge here. And all of that, nothing is coming off. Plan B, let's try to burn it, see what happens. Like if you're gonna go close, it does burn all the fluff, it doesn't touch anything else. So I'm just gonna go all around and see if it's better, because yeah, now it's flat, it's totally flat, so all the fluff goes down. So let me do that. So apparently a heat gun works good as well. You can see it basically melts all the fluff. It looks like something, but it's totally flat. So I guess that's gonna be good enough. Okay guys, this is the moment of truth. It's either gonna work or not gonna work. I have only one chance. No mess up. If I'm gonna mess up, it's gonna mess up. However, I'm still very confident that however it's gonna end up, it's still gonna be better than it was originally, that dirty one. So I'm gonna try to do half and half. First this half, then I'm gonna fold it back, and that half. If it's gonna be a crease in the middle, it's gonna be like this and not like that, so it's not gonna be that visible. But yeah. What does it say? Spray at least 80%. Yeah, my neighbor is polishing a car. He just finished painting one. Allow to dry, then press firmly. Wish me luck. Okay, second can is gone. Everything is like this. That side, to be honest, it was quite good. It's a bit easier than I expected. I did panic in one spot over there in the corner. and here in the middle a little bit. I'm going to show you later on. So now I put a little bit more glue in these spots because here you need to like push it in, but it's not that bad. Ta-da! I was so scared doing it, and I did mess up in a few places. So first place was here, but I think it's not going to be visible that much because like you pushed on that, and then here in the middle it's kind of a bump. So I tried to even it out as much as I could, but I still have a few things, but I don't think it's gonna be that visible. Then I need to cut this out. This is fine, a few, but it's not a crease. It's from the actual how it was folded before. But everything else is very, very nice, especially like these went in. And this stripe, you can see one stripe, kind of grayish one. I'm not sure where is it from because this is not a crease. I'm gonna try to clean it up a bit, maybe with steam or something. Maybe it's just chalk when they were measuring to cut it or something, I'm not sure, but I'm really happy how it ended up. Now I just need to trim all the way around. Man, it looks so cool. Just put a handle like this. Yeah, again, I'm not too worried how much this spray paint is gonna last. As long as it's gonna be for a little bit, it's fine. The lights, oh my god, it looks so nice. Now there are a few flops. So for example, here in the corner it is a little bit too tight, so it's gonna be a crease there, but whatever you can do. Here as well a little bit here messed up because again it was squashed. I had to do it, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with the result, and I realized that this video is becoming more about like this than the actual deadener, but I cannot do anything because the car is not here. So now I think the only thing that's left from all of this is to sound treat these, and then I'm gonna wait for the car to come back. Maybe tomorrow. I hope tomorrow is gonna be done, and we're gonna put everything back, and then we're gonna do another measurement. Man, I'm tired again. Meow. You're enjoying the sun. Yes, it's very, very warm today. What are you doing? So, last two pieces are done. A little bit of deadener. I didn't go too crazy. A little bit of foam, and that's it. I'm knackered. Again, every single day knackered. So now, tidy up again, and we're gonna play the waiting game until the car comes back. When the car comes back, we're gonna put everything back in. So I'm sitting in the car for like 10 minutes, just sitting, doing nothing. And you know me, if you're following my channel, that I don't swear on my channel at all. But I think this time it kind of deserves that. It's fuck me. I am so proud of myself. I am so happy that everything ended up how it ended up, and it looks like it looks. I don't know when I was happier, when I did those IB subs or now, because this looks amazing. I love it. Yes, it's not perfect, but it's not perfect only for me because I know all the imperfections that there are. But through camera, I don't know if you're gonna see anything that's wrong with this. It looks so good. I mean, yeah, I'm happy. I don't know what's more important for me at this point. This, what I did, the blackout of the interior, or the actual deadening of the roof. Because emotional wise, the impact wise, this does to me more than the deadening of the roof. But because the video is about deadening, let me do the final. This is black, it's just a reflection. Let me do the final measurements, and we're gonna analyze everything in the laptop.
The one is next. The big one.
I'm not doing that.
Eh?
I'm not doing that. What you think?
I cannot hear you.
I am not washing it.
No washing it?
No, I'm not washing it.
Why?
I'm testing. Okay, so let's finalize this. Let's very quickly go through all the measurements. Frequency response is not telling us much because there is a difference in level a little bit, The problem is that the volume on the controller was always maxed out, so it should be the same. My guessing is because the volume is going to be different because of the different states of the battery in the engine bay. Because when I was measuring for quite a long time, the voltage went down because it doesn't hold voltage at all. And I would imagine because of the dropping voltage, you can drop level. Maybe. That's my theory, because it fluctuates for no reason. The only standout really is when it's bare metal, when there's nothing. We do have almost the most level. Let me just remove all of these. So this is factory versus bare metal. So it does give me level, extra, squiggle wiggles here, and more level. I don't know why. So we're not going to see anything from here. We're going to have a look at RTA, which is the more important thing. This is my artificial rain, how it was from the factory. When I removed everything, obviously the noise was much higher, but it's not really important. When I apply only the deadener, as I mentioned, all of this went down by 7-8 dB. In the frequencies, I want to say between 100 and 500 in the mid-range area. The higher frequencies, it doesn't affect as much, and the lower frequencies, well, it does, but this is noise. This is not rain, because rain doesn't produce such low frequency, so this is just noise. And one thing that you're going to notice is this little peak. So this is like the main resonant frequency of the roof, I would imagine, and you can see it went down in level and it shifted in frequency. And this is exactly what happens when you add mass to a flat panel. The resonant frequency goes down and the level obviously goes down. Then if we're going to compare this to the added foam, again, above 300 the foam affects, minus like 3-4 dB in places. And after that, when you put a headliner on top, it was this is my final response. So the headliner affected this region a little bit, but mainly it's above 400-500. This is the same region where the foam affects, because it is a soft material, so it does absorb more of the higher frequencies, but it's substantial. You can see in some places it's like close to 10 dB, 6, 7, 8, close to 10 dB above 500 hertz. And this is a lot. And this is just a headliner with foam backing. There's no mass on it at all. So I think the headliner itself, if we're going to have a look at this, yeah, the headliner itself reduces the noise more than the acoustic foam added on the deadener. So is it worth adding that foam on the deadener? Probably not really, but if you're there, why not? But the final result, this is factory before and now what I have. So this peak is reduced by 11 dB, 11.5 dB, and the resonant frequency shifted from 125 to 100, and probably like 8 to 10 dB in all of the range from what I had before. So this is amazing. I'm very, very happy because of that. If we have a look very quickly at the distortion, there is no difference. All of this is difference of 0.3%. So I want to say there's no difference between any of these. Even with bare metal, the distortion does not increase. I will have to have a look why I have this extra distortion at 2% at 72. This is coming from the front subwoofer, I think. It might be that, I don't know, maybe the center console resonates because the front subwoofer is close to that center console and the mic stands there. So maybe it's just shaking the microphone. I don't know. I'll have to analyze this area. But you can see even playing at what we have, the level, 110 dB of the sub up to like 90 dB here at the lower levels, we still have everything below 1%. Above 100, it falls down to 0.2%. This is the Fatal Pros. They're super, super clean. In regards to the impulse, these are all the measurements which are kind of the same, I want to say. The only standout again is bare metal. So the bare metal, it resonates, it doesn't contain the bass, if you will, but all the other, especially if we have a look before and after, in the impulse, there is no difference. So people saying that it kind of improves the bass response, I don't really believe it. I had a listen. To me, it sounds kind of the same. So I don't know. And finally, if we have a look at the waterfall, this is before we had like this peak at 25 hertz. This is the most that we have something resonating. And here at 180. But this, I think, is just in the car, something is buzzing, so it picks up. But if we have a look at this one, when we have bare metal, this area becomes resonating, and here we have another peak at 60 hertz, which appears out of nowhere. So this could be the resonant frequency of the roof, and something here rings much more. But then for some reason, like with this, with deadener only, I have a massive peak here, but then when I apply the foam, it disappears. So I don't know. But this is a bit shorter, and when you put the headliner on, it's like this. So if we compare how it was before and how it is now, before, now, before, now, I don't want to say that it's a substantial, huge, big difference. To me, basically, from all these measurements, it looks like sound treating the roof doesn't really improve anything. The only thing that it does, it reduces the external noise from rain and maybe wind. But bass performance wise, it doesn't really change anything unless maybe does something at extremely high SPL levels. But based on these measurements, it doesn't do anything. So this was super educational for me. I had so much fun. I am so tired, and I'm gonna go to sleep today very early. I know that it's a very long video, and I really appreciate you watching all of this, especially if you stuck to the end. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.